Hi, my name is Mark San Juan. I'm a sports artist, and this is where I create all my works, right here at home in my home studio.
Art has always been a piece of Mark's life ever since childhood, and now as an adult, art still remains an integral part of his schedule. Though the difference with Mark's art is that he uses dots to create portraits.
Came across this art style, which is called stipple. It's a technique that you draw with dots, and the results were fantastic, and I just simply loved it.
Mark has been stippling since 1995, but this child's pastime has concocted images from pencil all his life. In elementary school, education would soon become a key ingredient of inspiration.
I used to love looking at the encyclopedias, and as I would go through the pages, I would draw everything in sight. I used to love to draw the animals. If I didn't know the name of something or a particular animal, I would just go ahead and draw it from memory, and there you go. Throughout school, I used to get in a lot of trouble drawing my teachers, caricatures. But at the same time, I got a lot of awards for my artwork.
This child's passion for creative arts led him to take a basic high school art class. But the lessons were very minimal. Relying on one college class and one life drawing class, he took that knowledge and the passion in his hand to the next level.
Okay, I'm about ready to show you my portfolio, and it dates back to 1995 when I first started, and this is my first piece. This is a piece, the very first one that I actually did. To me, it's not finished. I have a habit of not taking my pieces and framing them and matting them. I like to keep them in this portfolio so I can take them out at leisure and I can just continue to draw.
He could do 1/4 of a page in half an hour by using a Videograph technical pen. To get the dots precisely the way he wants, he begins his process at the core by thumbing through magazine sports articles one after the other.
What I do is I just use those for reference, and then I'll go through it. I'll spend a couple hours doing that, and then I'll pick a piece, and usually that's the hardest part, is finding what to draw. And once I do that, then it becomes a little bit more easier. I'll take the piece, then I'll pencil it, and then after I pencil it, I start the process of ink. To protect the piece, I always use like a piece of paper, because the oils in the skins can damage your work. And basically, when you hold the pen, this is how you draw with the pen. You have to hold it up horizontally like this, and that way the ink will flow. And what I do, I just basically touch down like this. By the way, this pen that I'm using is the finest point available. It doesn't get any smaller than this, and that's what creates the crisp detail. This is actually like maybe 2 or 3 layers already, and then I started another layer. As you can see, it's just a little bit darker than this, and then to even further the step, I'll just overlap here like this on top of what I've started. And after about, I'd say 15-20 minutes of doing this, I get a buildup of another layer, and I can actually see that it's a lot darker. The best way to do stipple is gradual, and that's exactly how these pieces are made.
On average, it takes about a full year for Mark to complete 2 or 3 of these drawings, and yet he still thinks they're not complete.
This here's our pieces that I've started and not quite finished. This is of Cal Ripken, baseball player. And as you can see here on the bat, I was talking to you earlier about, I start with the darkest point. First layer of series of dots, and then I just build on top of that till I get the richness that I want, until it gets really, really black. This is a picture of Muhammad Ali. I wanted to do something different other than just like your basic, ball sports, football, baseball, and I want to hit all types of sports. Even NASCAR.
Mark's hobby is probably the biggest collection of sports stipple ever, titling the collection Sports Inc. And out of the 15 pieces, the stipple of Michael Jordan gained him recognition with the Upper Deck, a worldwide sports and entertainment company.
This is the piece, my only piece that I've ever had any dealings with, and it was of Michael Jordan. And it was with a company named Upper Deck.
The signed Jordan piece entitled Intensity is a valuable commodity for collectors because there are only 23 signed artist proofs in existence in the world, approved by Upper Deck. This image jump-started the creation of Sports Inc., but images of sports wasn't Mark's priority in the beginning.
I've only progressed to sports because I love sports. I love drawing people in general, and my fascination with black and white led me to do a piece that I had a picture of my wife. It's a black and white picture of her in college, and this is the piece. This is one of the first originals that I've ever done. You have to really love what you do. It doesn't have to be art. It can be anything that you do. If you have a love for something, you know, and pursue that, it comes very easy, and you learn a lot of things too, you know, along the way.
Mark is now working on 2 sports pieces he can add to his collection. One of golfer Tiger Woods, and the other basketball player Shaquille O'Neal. One could say Mark San Juan dotted his way in life and created masterpieces beyond a simple Kodak moment.